All right, that's it, y'all. I'm done with Xenoverse 2. Uninstalling the game. Bandai, this was your fault. You're gonna wish you had my business. But yeah, guys, clickbait aside, jokes aside, I'm not really done with Xenoverse 2. Obviously, we still have 2 more future Saga chapters that we got to get through before, you know, we potentially see the end of this game, or even more content after this. I doubt they're going to finish it off there. They're probably going to do more DLC. But let's talk about the real issue at hand, okay? Why did I make this video? Why am I making a video talking about future Saga Chapter 2? Well, we're going to rant about it, all right? We're going to talk about all the issues, what went wrong with this DLC, and why it just felt so much more lackluster compared to the previous DLC packs. I would say that Dimps and Bandai, they have come together to make such great content for this game ever since the free update went live, I think it was like 6 million or 5 million downloads or copies sold or whatever. The one with the Supreme Kai Time update, okay? Right after that update, they like ramped up the quality. I don't know what it is, like something snapped, something clicked in them, and they were just going hard. They were adding new story, missions. They were adding better quality skills and animations and new like awokens, and it was just so great, right? Everything has been awesome, and I've looked forward to every single DLC leading up to this moment for Future Saga Chapter 2, and I think that was the issue, is that my expectations were so high for it because they set the bar very high. That last chapter that we got, the very first Future Saga chapter, biggest DLC we've ever gotten. Granted, it was the most expensive. It's like 20 bucks. And even though this is like half the price, it's like $10. It's just, oh man, it's like leaving a bad taste in my mouth, and it's unfortunate. And I was, right when they dropped that trailer, I was ready for Future Saga Chapter 3. I was just like, I'll play this, but it's going to be a one day and done, right? And that's exactly what it was. I played this for one day, did all the story, played all the characters, and I was like, all right, I really don't have too much of an interest in this game other than just my basic, grinding to level 160, and that was pretty much it. So there are a lot of glaring issues with it. Again, keep in mind, this is not the worst DLC we've just ever gotten, period, or anything, but because of the release, how it, released right after Future Saga Chapter 1, it was such a downgrade, right? So the very first issue I want to go over was promotion. I'm not going to focus too much on this, but the promotional aspect of this was not good. They had 3 trailers. The first one being a teaser to show you guys, all right, this is what to expect. They showed that Ultra Supervillain Jiren was going to be part of the story. They had Belmod part of the story, and that was kind of it. All right, that's all we knew. And from that point on, we were like, all right, we're going to be getting a lot of characters with this one. Again, Future Saga Chapter 1 had 5 characters, so I was expecting at minimum 4 characters in this one, right? But they did the Daima Goku trailer, I think it was like a few weeks or maybe about a month after, and I was like, okay, so Daima content, nice. So it was just Daima Goku. They showed a little bit of gameplay on him, and that was nice, right? And then the release trailer, all right, the launch trailer, just out of nowhere. And a big issue with that is there was so much releasing in 1 week, all right? The very, last week that we had, it was Breakers, Xenoverse 2, and Dragon Ball Legends within the span of 2 days. I'm not even joking. And keep in mind, Dimps develops for all 3 of those games. And that's why a lot of it just felt way too rushed. And again, I know people will disagree with me, and that's fine. You can absolutely disagree with me. All of this in this video is all opinionated. It's just me ranting about the stuff that I wasn't a fan of or that I had issues with, okay? And obviously, this is feedback too. It's constructive criticism. I want them to do better in the future. Again, I can understand if, I don't know, they were short on time or they really, really did have to rush it. I don't know what's going on in the background, but it's kind of expected if they were, rushing this to drop it all in one single week, okay? And I think Bandai was just we just got to release this content right now because it's in development, just drop it now. We already got our money from Sparking Zero. We can just get this one out here, okay? And that's how I felt that was, right? Sparking Zero, ever since that came out, a lot of the promotion for the other games has just been very low, okay? All the other games right now are the middle child, okay? While Sparking Zero is the brand new baby that they're, putting all their attention towards, right? And that's fine. I absolutely get it, right? It's a new game. It's the hot new thing. So they're going to obviously focus on that. So promotional aspect, okay, understandable. They didn't go too hard with it. Previous DLCs, they definitely, they remember when we had the Conton City TV thing? That was high-end top tier. That was the best we're ever going to get for Xenoverse 2's promotion, okay? You know, a new trailer every single month. Getting hyped for it, watching it on the Conton broadcast. Like, I missed that. That was so good. And it made Xenoverse 2 feel like it was truly like one of the best games ever. Not saying that it's not, but it's just like right now, it's not looking too hot, okay? So that's what I really wanted to talk about when it came to promotional aspect. And going forward, it's probably going to be the same. It's going to be a little bit more lacking. Not as much just because, you know, Sparking Zero is the face and it's going to be getting its DLC next year as well, with the DLC of all these other games, okay? Breaker, Xenoverse, and Kakarot are still getting content. So let's go over a comparison. I want to show you guys the just insane difference between these two chapters and the amount of content that we got, right? So Future Saga Chapter 1 was 5 characters, 3 story missions, 12 parallel quests. I think that's the most we've ever gotten. Okay, 15 new skills, 3 costumes, 5 super souls, and 63 loading screens, which is ridiculous, right? Then we go to Future Saga Chapter 2. That was 3 characters, so not too bad, okay? But again, a lot of us were expecting at least 4 to 5 because we thought every single Future Saga chapter was going to be like gargantuan, okay? And again, that's like, you know, an issue on our part. That's our fault for expecting that, right? Additional new contents. There was 1 story mission, and that was it. It was still pretty long, but 3 extra missions. Like, this was like about 2 hours worth of content for Future Saga Chapter 1. And this was about an hour's worth of content. And that's just if you were really taking your time on it, okay, for Future Saga Chapter 2. Only 4 parallel quests, so we're back to that. That's usually how they do it, so it's standard, understandable. 7 new skills. Oh, man. We'll talk about the skills and that issue, all right? And honestly, a lot of the skills were not forgettable necessarily, but they were just kind of like nothing too crazy or special with it, right? But yeah, 7 skill, that's like about half the amount that we got in Future Saga Chapter 1, okay? 2 costumes and accessories. It was like the Daima Goku fit and Belmod costume, and both of those were not like all that brand new. It's like, okay, it's another Goku outfit and it's another God of Destruction outfit, which are very similar to outfits that we already have in the game, okay? Even Future Saga Chapter 1 was not all that great when it came to costumes and shit, okay? But again, not too bad. We don't really get too many costumes. It's not like crazy, but combined with free update content, it's a lot more, okay? 3 super souls, pretty low, and then only 14 loading screen illustrations. So that's like a massive decrease compared to the first chapter, right? So again, makes sense. First chapter was $20. Second chapter, like $10. But I really don't feel like this was like a full, like half amount of the content, right? Like, this honestly should have been a little bit cheaper. $8 would have been better. Okay, $10, like I said, was pushing it, but it's understandable. I get it. But again, $2 difference. It's not a big deal. But I'm just saying, like, content-wise, I think we've had DLCs that were like $8 around that, okay? And there are DLCs that are a little bit more closer in terms of content with Future Saga Chapter 2. This is kind of like DLC Pack 7, DLC Pack 8. Those were a little bit more lacking. Didn't have any new story content, for example. It was just like 2 characters, a couple new skills. They had, you know, your standard 4 parallel quests, a few super souls. There was no loading screen illustrations at that time. So those are definitely like some of the more like lacking ones, you know, the very first DLC being included in that as well. Like, they're definitely way worse, like I said. So Chapter 2, not horrible, not the worst, but after riding that wave of Future Saga Chapter 1, what the fuck, bro? Like, goddamn, okay? Now let's talk about my best friend, Ultra Supervillain Jiren, okay? This is what left the worst taste in my mouth, and it's still lingering. It's so bad, dude, okay? So I know some people are gonna be like, oh, but I like him. He's cool. He's got great new combo capabilities. He can lead into things, and like the combo strings can lead into the ultimate, and he can do all these cool connections and stuff. And that's great. Again, Jiren, Ultra Super... Oh, I can't even speak. I'm so pissed. Ultra Super Villain Jiren, okay, full power Jiren, is not a bad character when it comes to, like, for example, like PvP or like the gameplay itself, okay? He's a bad character in terms of the content and what you paid for, right? There was literally no reason, 0 reason to even have this character in here right when we got full power Jiren as a DLC character not too long ago. I think it was like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago we got it. I know that's a long time, but like we already have like the 2 Jirens that we have in this game, other than this one, are DLC characters, okay? They're not, why did I say it like DLC characters? DLC characters, right? So another DLC Jiren, and like there's barely any differences between all three of them. Okay, at least the jump from base Jiren to full power Jiren, he got like, I think at least 2 or 3 new skills. He had a new move set, okay? Right, and it's a new form for him, okay? We didn't have full power Jiren. This is deep fried Jiren painted with a little bit of black on his body, and they gave him slapped a crystal on. Like, low effort as fuck, dude. So his skill that he got, I don't even remember the name of it. It's so forgettable. Full power destruction, I think. That sounds so dumb, dude. Like, really? All it is that like Megaton burst explosion, whatever that move is, okay? It's just a ki blast that he throws, a big ki blast, and then it's like a barrage of them, and then he clenches his hand and then blows it up, okay? It's a decent skill. It's cool. It does a lot of damage, right? Again, I appreciate that, but it's like, this is all he got. Like, they should have, like, I would have been fine. Like, let bro cook bro more. Bro was raw when he came. He was half cooked. 1% of him was cooked while the rest was still raw. Like, what were you doing, Dimps? Like, there was no reason. They literally just threw him in there for the story. It was all part of the story, and they were like, well, what the fuck did we even give him? But that's the crazy thing. There was a lot of stuff that they could have given him, right? Like, look at Dragon Ball FighterZ and look at Sparking Zero, how many skills they have for this character. Like, we don't really have that many skills for Jiren, okay? Again, he's got, his base form has like 3, maybe 4 skills. Then he's got another like 2 to 3 skills for full power. It's like there are a lot of techniques and things that he did in animations from the anime that they could have easily grabbed. And they took one, gave him the ultimate, and that was it. But I will appreciate that it was an ultimate and not a super. If it was one super skill, I would have been furious. Like, what the hell, right? Again, he's not a bad character. He's just bad content. Like, bad in terms of content. Like, what? This is what I paid for? Like, come on, dog. Ugh, that was... I don't even know what else to say about it. It's like, literally, he was there for the story, and that was it. So let's talk about the story now, okay? The story was good. I liked it. It was decent, but honestly, compared to the other ones that we've gotten, this one was pretty bland, okay? Again, his Ultra Supervillain Jiren versus... It was just like... Basically, the main point of this was, let's have Goku rematch Jiren. But Jiren's evil, in a sense, okay? God of Destruction Belmod had a part in this, and I think it was cool to see all the God of Destructions teaming up to fight Jiren. That was pretty cool. I saw people pissed about that because they were like, oh, the God of Destruction should be able to just absolutely fuck Jiren over and destroy him. But I mean, it's the Ultra Super Villain power and Crystal, so the massive boost in that power and all that shit, right? So honestly, like, let's compare it to the last one that we got. We had like Broly, versus your custom character, which was kind of cool. Like, your custom character finishes them off, like the Broly movie 8 or whatever it was, which was really cool. It had that like iconic scene. Then you had Zamasu, Goku and Zamasu's body doing a Spirit Bomb fist to finish off Ultra Super Villain Goku Black, that's like, what the, that's like creative as fuck. Like, that's awesome, okay? And then the very last one, it was like Ultra Super Villain God Vegeta versus Goku. So like a Goku and Vegeta rematch, but like Vegeta's evil. So it's like almost like a Majin Vegeta thing, right? So that's cool. Like, all that's cool. And again, this is cool having a rematch Goku versus Jiren, but the ending of it was so like underwhelming. It was like the biggest, like I was not expecting it to end like that, okay? Goku charges up a Ki Blast and destroys the Ultra Super Villain Crystal. Problem solved. They could have done that from the beginning. What the fuck, dude? Like, what was that ending? Like it was so rushed. Like, they were just like, all right, we got to find a way to finish this off. Well, we can't kill Jiren. We can't do some cool cinematic at the very end, right? Like, they could have done something. Like, I was expecting them to, like, do some sick-ass fucking clash. Okay, like, they already kind of did a clash to get Goku to go Ultra Instinct, but, like, another really cool one, like, maybe it's, like, Goku uses, like, a full power Kamehameha while Jiren's doing his ultra super villain bullshit or whatever, his full power destruction, right? And they do a sick beam clash, right? Like that's what Dragon Ball, like those are some of the hype moments. Beam clashes never gets old. We love beam clashes, right? They could have done something like that. And then after that, the explosion, like, I don't know, the shockwave of it destroys his crystal or something, like something a little bit better than Goku, I'm gonna point blank shot you real quick on your little crystal there. And you good to go. I just cured you from your disease, right? This fucking DLC was a disease, right? Okay, it's not that bad. I'm joking. But again, the ending of it, the seeing Few kind of transition into a more sinister, darker, more evil character is what's getting me excited. But again, this is like a build up, okay? All this did was, to me, all I saw this was a setup and a build up to Future Saga Chapter 3. And that's what I'm most excited for, right? So again, not a horrible story or anything, actually a decent story. I enjoyed it, right? I enjoyed it. But compared to the last ones, like even like, oh, like dual special beam cannon, Gohan, Beast, and Orange Piccolo, or the future father-son, Super Saiyan Blue, future Gohan, Kamehameha shit, like that's the shit I want to see. Give me better fan service, okay? It's like a rematch between Ultra Instinct Goku and Jiren, and that's kind of it. Like, okay, it was not even all that cool. Like, they didn't even go that hard. Like, we saw Ultra Instinct for like basically 2 seconds. He didn't really do much after that. That was it. Now, this pretty much sums up how bad the free update content was. Okay, let's talk about free update content. Again, I know this horribly deep fried screenshot. It looks like 144p pixels, bitch. Like, it's so bad, right? But this is the free content. This is it. I'm not even joking. This is all we're getting. Corrin outfit. It's not even a full outfit. It's just an accessory, some paws for the hands and the feet, and that was it. That's all they're doing for free content. Okay. Of course, they're doing raids, but the raids are ass, okay? It's full power Ultra Super Villain Jiren. Again, the 15th Jiren raid that we've gotten, and it came with 1 new artwork. And that was it. No other costumes. This is a login bonus, okay? I'm not even going to count Daima Goku free update shit, right? Because it's done like tomorrow. It lasts 1 week. You have a free trial campaign 1 week. Most people just bought the DLC, right? So if you bought the DLC, you don't even... The free trial campaign was pointless as hell. Like, what the fuck, dude? They should have made Ultra Super Villain Jiren a free character to play, because that's all he was worth. So this is literally it. Okay, this is all we're getting, other than maybe some, like, I don't know, costumes that you can buy in the shop later on that are just colorable versions of already old costumes. But when it comes to, like, new, fresh shit, this is kind of it, right? Now, it's not all bad, okay? It's not all bad. Let me just gush over how much I love Daima Goku. They did a phenomenal job on this character. His combos and his moveset is sick. He got, like, I think 3 new skills, which isn't a lot, but... Or maybe he got, like, 4 skills. No, I think it was, like, 3. It's so sick because he's all strike-based, and you can do the supers and combo into actual, like, melee combos, and then combo into, like, an ultimate. Like, his combo capability is fire. His animations are... They make me so happy, okay? They're beautiful. His facial animations are amazing. The shaders on his character look great. He's got a massive fucking head, but he's on point to... You know, he's on model, right? This is how Daima Goku, Mini Goku looks, right? So, I will say... Hats off to them. Applause to Dimps for putting in the effort, okay? If you're gonna buy this DLC, this is the selling point right here. Fuck everything else, honestly. Like, even the story. I don't want to say it like that, but again, you can enjoy the story and everything, but like Daima Goku alone is why I would recommend it. Like, if somebody asked me, like, what if you could choose one thing from Future Saga Chapter 2 to push for a promotion, what would it be? Daima Kid Goku, Mini Goku. Like, this is him. This is it. And I wish he had Super Saiyan. That's the only criticism that I would really have for it. But everything else, honestly, was great. Like, he's got pretty much, you know, everything that I could have asked for. Maybe instead of full power energy blast volley or whatever the hell it is, maybe give him, like, super Kamehameha. That would have been a lot cooler. But it's fine. It's fine. Not a big deal. Now, I don't know what they're going to do about Super Saiyan. Like, if he's going to be, like, a free update type of thing where they add it on there. Or if they're going to fucking make that a separate character. If they are, I mean, they better give him a lot of new skills, right? The only reason you make a new character slot for a character like this, like where it's a transformation, you have to add at least like 3 or 4 new skills for that character to make it worth it, right? So Daima Kid Goku, Mini Goku, big up, big thumbs up. I also like Belmod as well. He's pretty cool. He's got decent animations and his skills are cool. So he's also good too. So I'm not shitting on that at all. Okay, it's just Ultra Supervillain Jiren was just so like, oh my god, like why'd they do this to him? He deserved better, right? Like there's at least 2 more skills they could have gave him, right? But everything else pretty decent for the most part, okay? Now, finally, this is where we lead into what I'm excited for. This is all I care about. And I'm going to do a separate video talking about my speculation on Future Saga Chapter 3. But Future Saga Chapter 3, please, I'm begging you guys. Everything that went wrong that I went over in this damn video. Okay, Dimps, Bandai, if you're watching this, I know you're not, but please watch this damn video. Like, I'm gonna have to tweet it out. I'm just joking. But yeah, just take this as criticism, okay? I'm not just blatantly hating, right? I love this game to death, and I want it to do well, and I want people to be excited for it. But the fact that, like, you lacked so much free content, that was a huge miss on y'all's part. So more free content, okay? I'm not necessarily asking for an awoken skill, but that would be great if you could fucking do that, right? It would get you bitches up the ass in this game. Like, we would be in that shit. We'd be in their walls for this, right? Everybody would be playing this game if you dropped the new awoken skill. But more free update content, okay? Add more stuff like that. I understand you want to make money. That's cool, but you can throw in some free content. You can do a little bit, right? Cook longer with this too. If we gotta wait until the summer of 2025, I'm fine with it, okay? Just keep us updated, right? Drop little teasers, drop trailers, like at least once every month or once every couple of months, right? Drop announcements on the official site, like, oh, like they used to do that. Like, what happened, bro? I understand Sparking Zero, but it's like Sparking Zero's already out. You can balance it out between all the games now, right? Sparking Zero's gonna get DLC, but it's like you don't have to just go in on one game now. You only need to do that whenever it's a brand new game, and that's it. So, please take care when it comes to Future Saga Chapter 3, okay? Don't miss on this one, because this one has so much potential, like what I'm seeing right here. Like, this is going to be crazy, right? So give me your thoughts and speculation about what you think is going to happen in Future Saga Chapter 3. How does it get to this point? And let me know your gripes and opinions on Future Saga Chapter 2. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? I will say overall, I did much enjoy the DLC, but it was a one day and done for me. And that was kind of it. Everything else at this point, like, compared to previous DLCs, like, that's it. I'm done. I'm kind of done with it, honestly, like, unless we get more updates and stuff. So thanks for watching. Don't take this video too seriously. I wasn't trying to shit on anything in terms of the game or any of that. It's just when there's something that is poorly done or not done to your expectation or whatever, it's good to voice your opinion and talk about the problems, right? I still went over the good stuff about this DLC because there is good stuff too. It's not just all bad. There's always good and bad, right? So I'll see you guys next time. If you thought this was a funny video or you enjoyed it in some way, shape, or form, please consider dropping a like, subscribing here on the channel, and ring my notification bell. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.